On a stormy November afternoon in 1971, a man boarded a plane in Portland with nothing but a briefcase and a mysterious plan. Dressed in a suit and dark sunglasses, he called himself Dan Cooper, later misreported as D.B. Cooper. What followed would become the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history, sparking a legend that still haunts investigators. Who was this man? And how did he vanish without a trace after leaping into the night? Flight 305 was a short trip to Seattle. But for Cooper, it was the stage for a daring crime. He handed a flight attendant a note calmly stating he had a bomb. No panic, no shouting, just quiet, calculated confidence. He opened the briefcase, showing wires and red sticks. Fear settled over the crew. Yet Cooper remained oddly polite. This wasn't chaos, it was control. He demanded $200,000 in cash, parachutes, and a fuel truck in Seattle. As the plane landed, authorities scrambled. They handed over the ransom and parachutes. Cooper released the 36 passengers, keeping only a few crew members. The FBI was watching, but Cooper showed no signs of fear. He instructed the pilot to fly toward Mexico City, low and slow, with the rear door unlocked. Somewhere over the rugged forests of Washington, Cooper vanished into a stormy sky, jumping into history, leaving behind only silence and questions. The manhunt began immediately. Hundreds of agents scoured the forests below the flight path. Planes and helicopters searched from above. But there was no body, no parachute, no sign of Cooper. It was like he vanished into thin air. How could a man leap from a jetliner into the wilderness and escape the largest FBI dragnet in U.S. history? The mystery only deepened as the days turned into decades. The FBI created a massive case file, interviewing thousands of people and following hundreds of leads. They checked military records, missing persons, even skydiving clubs. Yet no suspect matched Cooper's calm demeanor or daring escape. Every time they got close, the trail went cold. The name D.B. Cooper became legend, fueling books, movies, and endless speculation. Was he a rogue agent, a skilled criminal, or just a man who vanished with perfect timing? Then, in 1980, a breakthrough. Over the years, dozens of suspects emerged. One was Richard Floyd McCoy, who pulled off a similar hijacking just months later, used a parachute and even left a grenade behind. But McCoy was caught and later killed trying to escape prison. Still, many believed he was Cooper. Others claimed it was a man named Kenneth Christensen, a quiet former paratrooper with a mysterious stash of cash and a love for aviation. Another theory pointed to Robert Rackstraw, a Vietnam vet with intelligence ties and a murky past. He denied involvement until his death, but some researchers believed he was the perfect match. Others suspected it was an insider job, someone with bowing or military knowledge who knew exactly how to jump without detection. Yet the FBI never found enough evidence to name any of them officially. The case remained open, but unsolved. The parachutes Cooper requested weren't all standard gear. One was a dummy chute and unfunctional. Did he pick the wrong one? Or did he know exactly what he was doing? This detail divided experts. Some say he was an amateur who got lucky. Others insist he had special training. Regardless, he jumped into freezing rain, over dark forests, in pitch black. If he survived, it was a near impossible feat of skill and luck. What drove D.B. Cooper? Is it desperation, revenge, or the thrill of outsmarting the system? Some believe he was a man with nothing left to lose. Others think he planned his escape for years. The cool way he handled the crew, the precision of his instructions at all, pointed to a man who knew exactly what he was doing. Yet his identity remains a ghost, familiar, but always out of reach. The cultural impact of D.B. Cooper is undeniable. From documentaries to novels, songs to conspiracy theories, his legend lives on. He became a symbol of rebellion, a modern-day outlaw who beat the system and disappeared. In a world obsessed with surveillance, his vanishing act feels almost mythical. The mystery draws people in, not just for the crime, but for the idea that someone could simply vanish on their own terms. The FBI officially closed the case in 2016, after 45 years. They called it one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history. Despite the closure, amateur sleuths and internet detectives still search for answers. Forums, podcasts, and YouTube channels buzz with theories. Maps are analyzed. Photos are zoomed, Every shred of evidence is re-examined. The hunt for D.B. Cooper is more alive than ever, even without the FBI. Families of suspects have come forward with strange stories. One woman claimed her uncle confessed on his deathbed. Another found old money hidden in the attic. A former girlfriend said he hinted at something big years ago. Each story adds to the legend. But without proof, they're just whispers, haunting echoes from the past. The truth remains locked in the silence Cooper left behind. What if Cooper died that night, his body lost to the wild? Some experts believe the jump was a suicide mission. The terrain was brutal, the weather unforgiving. Survival seemed unlikely. And yet there's no body, no gear, no footprints. Could he have walked away and started a new life? If so, where did he go? And how did he stay hidden in an age where secrets rarely last? Over the years, bits of evidence have surfaced: shreds of a parachute, pieces of clothing, scattered bills, but none definitively linked to Cooper. They only tease us, feeding the mystery. Every lead is a dead end. Every clue is a question. It's as if Cooper erased himself completely. And not just from the crime scene, but from time itself. A ghost wearing sunglasses and a calm smile. The D.B. Cooper case teaches us something deeper about human nature. We crave answers. We search for patterns. We want to believe that every crime has a solution. Sometimes life doesn't give us closure. Cooper's story reminds us that some mysteries are meant to endure, because they can be solved, but because we secretly love the chase. We want to believe in the impossible. Even today, people celebrate D.B. Cooper Day in the Pacific Northwest. Bars serve Cooper cocktails, and skydivers recreate his legendary jump. The man may be gone, but the myth remains. He's more than a criminal, he's folklore. A living question mark in American history. And until someone finds proof, he'll remain exactly what he wanted to be. Free, unknown, unforgettable. So who is D.B. Cooper? A genius? A thief? A man with a dream and nothing to lose? Perhaps we'll never know. But his story continues to echo through time, etched into history, floating on the winds of legend. As long as questions remain, D.B. Cooper lives on, not in prison, not in a grave, but in our endless search for the truth behind the man who vanished forever.